Woe to the people of Order. You have been recommending this non-stop for the last, well, several months at this point. And I'm not surprised, because when it comes to Minecrafters, when it comes to creators in the stacky block world, Technoblade is at the top of the list. So woe to the people of Order is what you want. Woe to the people of Order is what you are going to get. Let's get into it. Welcome back, friends, and a special welcome to all the new friends out there. I'm YoBGS, and Woe to the People of Order has been so recommended that I wanted to give it its own review. And when I say it's been recommended a lot, I'm talking we need a montage of how much it's been recommended in just the last 2 weeks. You see what I'm saying? And I know that this is going to live up to the hype. Now, I'm actually reacting to two things today. One is Cthulhu Lemon's animatic of Woe to the People of Order. And of course, that will be with Shiny Snivy's song, The Shiny Snivy, Woe to the People of Order. I cannot wait for it to live up to the hype. And by the way, I am live, as you see this, on my Twitch. Twitch.tv/YoBGS. We're going to be reacting to 3 more things today. That includes George getting shocked. Skeppy's going to be trolling Bad Boy Halo. And, well, we might see if Minecraft's got talent. And if you are digging this video, please make sure to check and see if you are subscribed. The momentum helps me out a ton, and you can always tell a friend, because we're doing stuff a little bit different from some reaction channels out there. So here we go. Woe to the People of Order, the Technoblade Animatic by Cthulhu Lemon, and the song itself by The Shiny Snivy. All right. Yes. Content warnings, blood and stuff.
Violence does call me.
I already have to rewind. I was already talking over a key point here. And by the way, since we're doing one song per video today, I will be rewinding every time I pause, just so I don't step on anything.
Violence does call me, I've answered before. I've made many enemies, I've settled my scores. But I did grow weary and I settled down, and proudly bore the weight of my crown. I lived on my lonesome.
Okay, I want to go back and do like each part to its own here. I love that it starts out with this thought that, you know, Technoblade came in as the blade, right? Technoblade came in as the one who was going to just conquer everything and destroy everything. But then he kind of built a house and a bee farm and a cave. And granted, we know what's in that cave, but still, like, he really did take up residency in the Dream SMP, even though he was brought in as a hired gun.
I've answered before. I've made many enemies, I've settled my scores. But I did grow weary and I settled down, and proudly bore the weight of my crown. I lived on my lonesome away in the far, where there was no violence to trouble my heart. I'd hung up my sword and I'd raised up my hoe, and I lied as I said that I never would go. But came a cry from a man that I'd known, someone to whom rare compassion I'd shown, and so I opened up my door to the man who promised me blood and war.
It really is kind of amazing to hear this hymn, right? It really is a hymn, a ballad of Technoblade. I know that it says in the title that it's a ballad, but it's interesting to hear, like, this is kind of a bardic type tale of Technoblade's journeys, and I love it because it's also showing at this point, you know, I never thought about this part, like rare compassion I'd shown. Technoblade has like the highest betrayal rate of anyone on the Dream SMP. If you think about it, like almost everybody, except for Philza, because he has this like business relationship with Dream, right? Except for Philza and Dream, everyone has kind of betrayed Technoblade. Wilbur did, Tommy did. It's interesting to kind of keep that in mind. I wanted to go back here, right? Yeah, he made all of the potatoes. A little shout out to that there. You know, there was no violence. I like all of this. And then, yeah, so Technoblade gets what he wanted, but it's really going to bring him more drama alongside it, which I think is cool too. Oh, and I wanted to talk about the harmonies too, because I'm a big fan of Ninja Sex Party and Starbomb. If you know either of those two bands, Dan Avedon, Danny Sexbang, is one of the lead singers, and he frequently harmonizes with himself. And it's amazing how when a singer has range, as it sounds like the vocalist from the Shiny Snivy has here, you can hear them harmonizing with themselves, and it like picks everything up better than any processing could. I really, really like it.
I opened up my door to the man who promised me blood and war. Oh, woe to thee, ye people of order. I hope your homes continue to smolder, and that you never rise again and leave me be and leave my friends. I followed him far to a distant land where he had been exiled by one single man. His horn.
Ooh, the one single man is like that shadow of Schlatt. That's so cool. And I didn't realize that the original bass was kind of that far out. But I wanted to go back. Let me go back to the chorus, right? I hope your homes continue to smolder and that you never rise again and leave me be and leave my friends. So what's interesting about that is he really does think of, and again, this is no news to you, but he thinks of government as the enemy, and almost like when people form a government, it's tiring to him. You know, it's not this epic battle. It's not this mythical quest. It's just like the same way that a lot of people look at their jobs. You know, I got to go to school. I got to go to work. I got to topple a democracy today. And that's how Technoblade views all of this. It's a hassle. He wants to farm potatoes. He wants to hang out on his own. And I think this captures that side of him in a way that, like, I had never even really considered him.
I followed him far to a distant land where he had been exiled by one single man. His horns, they were wicked, his power was great, and you looked in his eyes and were swallowed by hate. He took me to shelter his humble abode, a pitiful cavern his comrades called home. He handed me bedding and bid me adieu, and I sat and I pondered on what I should do. For I crave violence, I crave to be free from the people who wish to control me. Yes, I believe.
Oh, wait a minute. I gotta go back. Okay, so I want to go back because, right, yeah, Techno craves violence and he craves to be free, but it's weird because it's like he's become such a super soldier that now his quest is just to rid the world of everything, so he no longer has to be the super soldier, right? It's like somebody who is the greatest in the world at what they do, but they really just want to paint. You know, like the greatest businessman ever. He's in meetings 24/7, but he really just wants to paint. And he's trying to find that grand crescendo that's going to let him chase the things he really wants to spend his time on. I'm going to see if I can get this freeze frame here because this is really cool.
Be free from the people who wish to control me.
Aha! I see you working there. And that is creepy. That is very creepy, especially with the red and the length of the grin. I love that.
I believe in anarchy's reign, and I know that dictators only bring pain. Oh, woe to thee, ye people of order. I hope your homes continue to smolder, and that you never rise again and leave me be and leave my friends.
The fireworks are a great touch because that was his weapon of choice. And then look at this. This weary look on Technoblade's face. It's like, dude, why are you making me do this? It really is like the epitome of bruh face. And, you know, most people would think starting a war, toppling one of the biggest server governments in Minecraft history, that would be, you know, you'd be amped up for it. But really, Technoblade's just like, dude, I just want to take a nap. And then you got, oh my goodness, the deranged looks in everyone's eyes there. You got, oh, I don't like that evil goat Schlatt. Quackity looks fine. But yeah, so we got people of order.
People of order, I hope your homes.
That is just, oh, that face. I love it. And then you got Weary Technoblade. Tubbo. It's almost like Tubbo is like a black eye there. Like it's an interesting build for Techno, or for Tubbo.
Again and leave me be and leave my friends. I prepared for battle, I hoarded and schemed, but I did not know all was not.
All right, we got, oh man, you guys hate when I do this. We got Nikki. We got a very handsome individual. They know who they are. We got, oh shoot, I'm horrible with these. I know we got Eric in the back right. I guess one of those is maybe like George. I did not know all was not what it seemed. So this would be the like Lemanberg crew, I would think.
I hoarded and schemed, but I did not know all was not what it seemed. My allies unstable, their loyalty thin. Yes, we would have victory, but what would we win? The battle was chaos, but roared in my ears. A chain of explosions, they looked up with fear. They set up a leader and shouted hoorays, and I shuddered and realized that I'd been betrayed. Is this what you want? Corruption and power?
Okay, I want to get back into that again, but first, the look of
a chain of explosions.
Where was it? Where's Dream here? Yeah, look at that. That's almost, so this is one of the initial kind of painting Dream as the marionette leader, because, you know, Techno's sitting there watching the government. Techno's already steaming about the fact that there's another government, and there's Dream sitting there like, you gonna take this, man? You gonna let them put a new government right on the one that you just helped topple? You hate government. And then that just adds fuel to the fire and like stokes the flames, and that's so, again, a smart decision. I love it.
And I shuddered and realized that I'd been betrayed. Is this what you want? Corruption and power? Well, I won't stand for it. This is my hour now. I release my beasts upon thee.
Withers!
And I laughed in pain as I watched them all flee. Oh, woe to thee, ye people of order. I hope your homes continue to smolder, and that you never rise again. And woe to those that called me a friend. I fled.
Ooh, okay. So a couple cool things here that I love. I love that Wilbur is smiling there, that you can't see Phil. Phil's got the black wings because he's doing something he never thought he was going to do. Then you're going to have the passing of Schlatt here, which is awesome.
Smolder, and that you never rise again. And woe to those that called me a friend.
The lyrics, let me play that one more time. That called me a friend, the breaking in the voice, the like almost crying at the lyrics, because a lot of people, at least I anyway, think of Technoblade as like angry. I think of Technoblade as big and strong and this force to be reckoned with. But in this song where his goal is peace and his object is to just get rid of everything so he can go and be and not have to be summoned anymore for these deeds, the crying of like feeling betrayed, and you can hear it in his voice that despite this giant exterior, like he is kind of a pig plushie, not necessarily a teddy bear, but like, again, and to be able to control your voice like that is so good.
And woe to those that called me a friend. I fled until silence was all I could hear. The voices once screaming now hummed in my ears. The cold, it was lonely, but I was alone, and I promised that I'd not let blood taint my home. But then came a message from my only friend. Or warrior, hide, or else this is the end. They bound up my wings and they hunt for your head. They promised me justice, but they'll see you dead. They came to me with an armed battalion and held an axe to my innocent stallion and said...
I'm rewinding. The lyrics of battalion and stallion, oh my god, that's so smart. I really, really like that. And is that Ghost Burr? Because I see the fangs like that almost indicate sort of a vampirish vibe. And then obviously in the left you've got Tubbo and Quackity there.
Me with an armed battalion and held an axe to my innocent stallion and said, now it is your turn to bow. See how the king has fallen now.
Nope.
They raised an anvil and laid me below. They thought to crush me painful and slow, but I did live and and I did flee, and I put my pick through the butcher's teeth. Oh, woe to the...
Oh, the imagery there. Woo! I love that so much. And then now you see Technoblade's sides again, where like he's kind of been betrayed by Tommy. He's kind of been betrayed by Wilbur. He just can't get what he wants. And now he's siding with Dream and Philza, which granted that sort of worked out for him to this point. But like, again, just the increasing aggravation on the face of Technoblade. It's so good. I love everything this is. I can see why you all recommended it so much.
Ye people of order, I hope your
Order in quotes.
Continue to smolder, and that you never rise again. And woe to those that called me a friend.
There's a lot there in the end of this, by the way. The Nikki burning the lemon tree, the fact that Friend is depicted as Tommy, and every time different things on fire. And then part Dream there, which is kind of interesting as well, I think. Because if you look, it's like a half face. You got half Dream, half Technoblade. I wonder why that decision was made. If they were meant to be put to back to back like this. I don't know, but I love it. And I love, again, and out on the vocals, I'm always a fan of that.
You never rise again. And woe to those that called me a friend.
Just a crater. Just a crater. L'Manberg or a hole in the ground. It's America's favorite game show. Whew. I need to get some water before I start the stream, that's for sure, because that was powerful. Another one where every image mattered. So shout out to Cthulhu Lemon for making such a powerful statement. And again, shout out to the Shiny Snivy for putting together those phenomenal vocals, the harmony, the power in it. There's a power in the softness, and I think that is so good. It's so good because it's easy to write like a rock opera for Technoblade, and to grab that other side of him is just genius. All right, friends, if you dug this video, if you like what I'm doing, make sure to stop by my Twitch, twitch.tv/YoBGS. I am live right now as you see this. Again, I know the reaction went a little bit long, but I always have a lot to say. I want to appreciate everything these artists are because they're doing some amazing work, and hopefully you support them as well. Take care, my friends, and I will see you for the Salty Runback.